Hi, I'm Deepak Mohan. I'm Principal Business Architect at Allianz Insurance UK. In my view, and there are multiple views, so I would rather say my view, it needs to start at the top. Insurance firms, they need to build ESG in their goals and objectives. They need to determine which areas need to be prioritized and what's the investment needed in them. And then also they need to start embedding ESG in their risk framework, creating processes to for ongoing monitoring as ESG evolves. ESG is still evolving, and insurance firms are quite aware that the sectors that they work in are impacted by, or are they trying to impact the ESG net zero and 1.5 degree climate considerations. So typical challenges that insurers feel is around the impact of net zero on the sectors, of the firms that they underwrite in. Then I think second big challenge that they face is around the tax and compliance around ESG. So the cost associated with compliance, we still don't know what's going to be, right? And and then once more and more firms are adopting ESG, then the shift in energy demand patterns and the resulting disruptions because of that, then claims frequency and severity, so it's changing, and insurance is all about being able to predict a risk and then be able to price around it, because insurance firms are still learning. So there would be new type of claims, more claims, severe claims happening. How do I price them? I'm struggling currently, right? So there's not enough data to be able to do that, but yet we are trying to pick more and more data and be able to be more thorough in our predictions, if I may. Measuring the success is something that is still evolving. So there's no set measurements around that. And firms are like looking at reducing emission targets around scope 1, scope 2, and scope 3 emission levels. They're looking at portfolio coverage targets. Some insurance firms are looking at engagement targets, trying to engage with more and more with with firms, related to GHG, and try with the aim to help them reduce the emissions. Or some insurance companies are even thinking about ensuring the transition. So how do you ensure the companies who are actually working on the transition? But the good news is that there is a organization called Net Zero Insurers Association, NZIA. My company is also one of the members of of that association, and together they represent, um, if I'm not mistaken, more than 10% of the world insurance premium. And the Net Zero Alliance, they are working towards creating these metrics for insurance firms, especially the Net Zero Alliance is working on insurance associated emissions. So hopefully we should have some more clarity in terms of measuring. How do we measure success? ESG is still an evolving topic. Okay, so so my view is that in the next 12 months, insurers are still going to focus around resource efficiency, use of clean energy, and then building more resilience within their operating model in terms of resource substitution, resource diversification, and starting more energy initiatives.